大家好，欢迎来到从零开始学英语频道。今天我们要学习美国人的地道口语，让我们正式开始今天的学习吧。按规则
By the book. By the book. By the book.
一言为定
You're on. You're on. You're on.
你太棒了
You rock. You rock. You rock.
再见
See ya. See ya. See ya.
我加入
I'm in. I'm in. I'm in.
我退出
I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
机会渺茫
Fat chance. Fat chance. Fat chance.
真的吗
For real. For real. For real.
真是松了一口气
What a relief. What a relief. What a relief.
全部完成了
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
故事结束
End of story. End of story. End of story.
我吃饱了
I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed.
走开
Beat it. Beat it. Beat it.
真倒霉
Bummer. Bummer. Bummer.
不行
No dice. No dice. No dice.
准时
On the dot. On the dot. On the dot.
稳操胜券
In the bag. In the bag. In the bag.
难得一见
Once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon.
别太当真
Take with a grain of salt. Take with a grain of salt. Take with a grain of salt.
言行一致
Walk the talk. Walk the talk. Walk the talk.
我对这事没兴趣
That's not my thing. That's not my thing. That's not my thing.
别批评我
Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
我对这事有点生疏
I'm a bit rusty. I'm a bit rusty. I'm a bit rusty.
让它顺其自然吧。
Let it take its course. Let it take its course. Let it take its course.
你的房间很温馨舒适。
Your room is so cozy. Your room is so cozy. Your room is so cozy.
这是本能反应。
That's a knee-jerk reaction. That's a knee-jerk reaction. That's a knee-jerk reaction.
他们富得流油。
They are filthy rich. They are filthy rich. They are filthy rich.
我手机没电了。
My phone is out of juice. My phone is out of juice. My phone is out of juice.
他拒绝让步。
He refused to budge. He refused to budge. He refused to budge.
那我们就配合一下吧。
Let's just roll with it. Let's just roll with it. Let's just roll with it.
你真是个扫兴的人。
You're such a buzzkill. You're such a buzzkill. You're such a buzzkill.
我玩得很尽兴。
I had a blast. I had a blast. I had a blast.
这派对真让人失望。
The party was a dud. The party was a dud. The party was a dud.
我听不懂你在说什么。
I'm not following you. I'm not following you. I'm not following you.
你就喜欢小题大做。
You are such a drama queen. You are such a drama queen. You are such a drama queen.
给大家一点时间消化。
Let that sink in for a second. Let that sink in for a second. Let that sink in for a second.
我觉得被冷落了。
I feel left out. I feel left out. I feel left out.
你的假期过得怎么样？
How's your vacay? How's your vacay? How's your vacay?
我受够了。
I had it. I had it. I had it.
我很抱歉，如果有冒犯你的话。
Forgive me if I offended you. Forgive me if I offended you. Forgive me if I offended you.
还没有做决定。
Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is set in stone.
我真服了你。
I've got to hand it to you. I've got to hand it to you. I've got to hand it to you.
一点点。
Just a tad. Just a tad. Just a tad.
你总是知道该怎么做。
You've got all the right moves. You've got all the right moves. You've got all the right moves.
他去办了点杂事。
He ran some errands. He ran some errands. He ran some errands.
我马上就到。
I'll be there in no time. I'll be there in no time. I'll be there in no time.
能帮我个忙吗？
Could you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor?
你让我神魂颠倒。
I'm head over heels for you. I'm head over heels for you. I'm head over heels for you.
那真的让我很生气。
That just ticked me off. That just ticked me off. That just ticked me off.
别在公众场合闹了。
Stop making a scene in public. Stop making a scene in public. Stop making a scene in public.
为你点赞。
Kudos to you. Kudos to you. Kudos to you.
都是我的错。
It's all my fault. It's all my fault. It's all my fault.
我不应该这么说。
I should not have said that. I should not have said that. I should not have said that.
我接受你的道歉。
I appreciate your apology. I appreciate your apology. I appreciate your apology.
这只是一场误会。
It was a misunderstanding. It was a misunderstanding. It was a misunderstanding.
请坐。
Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat.
我们走着瞧吧。
Just wait and see. Just wait and see. Just wait and see.
我需要休息一下。
I need to take a break. I need to take a break. I need to take a break.
干得好。
Way to go. Way to go. Way to go.
你太过分了。
You've crossed the line. You've crossed the line. You've crossed the line.
我们俩很有默契。
We have great chemistry. We have great chemistry. We have great chemistry.
我快要被炒鱿鱼了。
My job is on the line. My job is on the line. My job is on the line.
别互相指责了。
Stop pointing fingers at each other. Stop pointing fingers at each other. Stop pointing fingers at each other.
没有诡计。
There's no catch. There's no catch. There's no catch.
我受够了。
I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand it anymore. I can't stand it anymore.
我不想冒险。
I don't want to chance it. I don't wanna chance it. I don't wanna chance it.
知道了。
Good to know. Good to know. Good to know.
你不如放几天假吧。
Why don't you take some time off? Why don't you take some time off? Why don't you take some time off?
这是菜鸟才会犯的错。
That was a rookie mistake. That was a rookie mistake. That was a rookie mistake.
他抢了风头。
He stole the show. He stole the show. He stole the show.
他们闹翻了。
They had a falling out. They had a falling out. They had a falling out.
这个问题很复杂。
That's a loaded question. That's a loaded question. That's a loaded question.
听我说完。
Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
冷静一下。
Let's be calm. Let's be calm. Let's be calm.
别轻举妄动。
Just stay put. Just stay put. Just stay put.
我是理解错了吗？
Am I missing something here? Am I missing something here? Am I missing something here?
长夜漫漫啊。
The night is young. The night is young. The night is young.
这不是你该操心的。
That's not your concern. That's not your concern. That's not your concern.
他这个星期休假。
He's off this week. He's off this week. He's off this week.
你看起来有点不对劲。
You look a bit off. You look a bit off. You look a bit off.
我现在很忙。
I'm all tied up right now. I'm all tied up right now. I'm all tied up right now.
那太牵强了。
That's far-fetched. That's far-fetched. That's far-fetched.
我还在纠结。
I'm still on the fence. I'm still on the fence. I'm still on the fence.
这是迟早的事。
It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
我们该去约会。
We should go out on a date. We should go out on a date. We should go out on a date.
别觉得这是理所当然的。
Don't take that for granted. Don't take that for granted. Don't take that for granted.
我挺你。
I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you.
这值得一试。
It's worth a try. It's worth a try. It's worth a try.
你要振作起来。
You need to get your act together. You need to get your act together. You need to get your act together.
包在我身上。
I got it covered. I got it covered. I got it covered.
别挑三拣四的。
Stop cherry picking. Stop cherry picking. Stop cherry picking.
我会全力以赴。
I'll bring my A game. I'll bring my A game. I'll bring my A game.
你在出洋相。
You're making a fool of yourself. You're making a fool of yourself. You're making a fool of yourself.
你不用说什么好听的。
You don't have to sugarcoat it. You don't have to sugarcoat it. You don't have to sugarcoat it.
手快就有，手慢就没。
You snooze, you lose. You snooze, you lose. You snooze, you lose.
能搭个便车吗？
Can I catch a ride? Can I catch a ride? Can I catch a ride?
咱们从头再来吧。
Let's rewind and start over. Let's rewind and start over. Let's rewind and start over.
他就喜欢惹我生气。
He likes to push my buttons. He likes to push my buttons. He likes to push my buttons.
真是扣人心弦的情节。
That's a real cliffhanger. That's a real cliffhanger. That's a real cliffhanger.
这是一流的。
This is top notch. This is top notch. This is top notch.
我只是提议一下。
I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there.
大家齐心协力吧。
We need all hands on deck. We need all hands on deck. We need all hands on deck.
我知道的一清二楚。
I know all about it. I know all about it. I know all about it.
别这么幼稚。
Don't be so childish. Don't be so childish. Don't be so childish.
我得试试那个。
I'll have to try that. I'll have to try that. I'll have to try that.
这由你决定。
It's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you.
要不要随你的便？
Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
我的忍耐有限。
I'm at my limit. I'm at my limit. I'm at my limit.
他总是要他说了算。
It's her way or the highway. It's her way or the highway. It's her way or the highway.
你不能两者兼得。
You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways.
接下来的事众所周知。
The rest is history. The rest is history. The rest is history.
我听说的。
A little birdie told me. A little birdie told me. A little birdie told me.
不要逃避现实。
Don't bury your head in the sand. Don't bury your head in the sand. Don't bury your head in the sand.
他先下手为强了。
She beat him to the punch. She beat him to the punch. She beat him to the punch.
我不想点破，但他在撒谎。
I hate to break it to you, but she's lying. I hate to break it to you, but she's lying. I hate to break it to you, but she's lying.
你可以详细的帮我示范一下吗？
Could you walk me through it? Could you walk me through it? Could you walk me through it?
时间不多了。
The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking.
他一定能办到的。
He can pull it off. He can pull it off. He can pull it off.
我有一些秘诀。
I have a few tricks up my sleeve. I have a few tricks up my sleeve. I have a few tricks up my sleeve.
你不能这么对我。
You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me.
这对我有什么好处？
What's in it for me? What's in it for me? What's in it for me?
只有时间才能证明。
Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
保持警惕。
Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open.
我为你感到非常骄傲。
I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you.
这不合常理。
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
别拘束。
Make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. Make yourself at home.
一直都是这样的。
That's always the case. That's always the case. That's always the case.
可惜情况并非总是如此。
Unfortunately, that's not always the case. Unfortunately, that's not always the case. Unfortunately, that's not always the case.
我们处境相同。
We're in the same boat. We're in the same boat. We're in the same boat.
你可以随时打电话给我。
You can call me anytime. You can call me anytime. You can call me anytime.
对此我非常遗憾。
I am so sorry about this. I am so sorry about this. I am so sorry about this.
我们见机行事吧。
Let's just play it by ear. Let's just play it by ear. Let's just play it by ear.
恐怕这事我干不了。
I'm not sure I can do it. I'm not sure I can do it. I'm not sure I can do it.
我会小心一点的。
I'll be more careful. I'll be more careful. I'll be more careful.
世事难料。
You can never tell. You can never tell. You can never tell.
这正是我所要的。
That's just what I need. That's just what I need. That's just what I need.
这让我颇为惊讶。
It rather surprised me. It rather surprised me. It rather surprised me.
我受够了这份工作。
I'm fed up with my work. I'm fed up with my work. I'm fed up with my work.
就在附近。
That's just around the corner. That's just around the corner. That's just around the corner.
过去的事情就算了吧。
Let bygones be bygones. Let bygones be bygones. Let bygones be bygones.
你要选哪个？
Which would you prefer? Which would you prefer? Which would you prefer?
先到先得。
First come, first served. First come, first served. First come, first served.
英雄所见略同。
Great minds think alike. Great minds think alike. Great minds think alike.
他可是个有雅量的人。
He's a good sport about it. He's a good sport about it. He's a good sport about it.
这可是不小的成就。
That's no small feat. That's no small feat. That's no small feat.
我们会渡过难关的。
We are gonna get through this. We are gonna get through this. We are gonna get through this.
我一定会坚持到底。
I'm gonna see it through. I'm gonna see it through. I'm gonna see it through.
他最近受了很多苦。
She's been through a lot lately. She's been through a lot lately. She's been through a lot lately.
这招不错。
That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch.
咱们好好聊一聊。
Let's hash this out. Let's hash this out. Let's hash this out.
我相信我们可以达成共识。
I'm sure we can work something out. I'm sure we can work something out. I'm sure we can work something out.
他对此还挺看得开。
He has a sense of humor about it. He has a sense of humor about it. He has a sense of humor about it.
他并不在乎我。
He doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about me. He doesn't care about me.
我一点都不后悔。
I have no regrets. I have no regrets. I have no regrets.
我玩得很开心。
I really enjoyed myself. I really enjoyed myself. I really enjoyed myself.
别拐弯抹角了。
Stop beating around the bush. Stop beating around the bush. Stop beating around the bush.
我们开门见山吧。
Let's cut to the chase. Let's cut to the chase. Let's cut to the chase.
让我们达成协议吧。
Let's seal the deal. Let's seal the deal. Let's seal the deal.
我忘了。
It slipped my mind. It slipped my mind. It slipped my mind.
我在想办法。
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
没有这么好的事。
It's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. It's too good to be true.
咱们别浪费时间了。
Let's not waste our time. Let's not waste our time. Let's not waste our time.
谁跟你说的？
Who told you that? Who told you that? Who told you that?
你怎么看？
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
你不会找不到的。
You can't miss it. You can't miss it. You can't miss it.
少来这套。
Don't give me that. Don't give me that. Don't give me that.
看来这没问题。
It seems all right. It seems all right. It seems all right.
别大惊小怪的。
Stop making a fuss. Stop making a fuss. Stop making a fuss.
我今天心神不宁。
I'm not myself today. I'm not myself today. I'm not myself today.
这没关系。
That makes no difference. That makes no difference. That makes no difference.
我被你气死了。
You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me.
你说的挺有道理的。
You've got a point here. You've got a point here. You've got a point here.
我差点就被你骗到了。
You had me going there for a minute. You had me going there for a minute. You had me going there for a minute.
随你喜欢呗。
Whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat.
我该相信自己的直觉。
I should have trusted my gut. I should have trusted my gut. I should have trusted my gut.
如果我能的话，我会的。
I would if I could. I would if I could. I would if I could.
这餐太美味了。
The food is off the hook. The food is off the hook. The food is off the hook.
这个我不方便告诉你。
I am not at liberty to say. I am not at liberty to say. I am not at liberty to say.
你能详细说明一下吗？
Can you elaborate on that? Can you elaborate on that? Can you elaborate on that?
我好得很。
I've never been better. I've never been better. I've never been better.
你到底想说什么？
What exactly are you telling me? What exactly are you telling me? What exactly are you telling me?
我不知道这事。
I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware of that.
别对我摆出高人一等的臭架子。
Please don't patronize me. Please don't patronize me. Please don't patronize me.
我再同意不过了。
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more.
那真是件麻烦事。
It's a pain in the neck. It's a pain in the neck. It's a pain in the neck.
这次州长选举势均力敌。
The race for governor is neck and neck. The race for governor is neck and neck. The race for governor is neck and neck.
我怎么称呼他？
How should I address him? How should I address him? How should I address him?
那真是千钧一发。
That was a close call. That was a close call. That was a close call.
别放在心上。
Think nothing of it. Think nothing of it. Think nothing of it.
暂时没问题。
That will be fine for the time being. That will be fine for the time being. That will be fine for the time being.
你在开我玩笑吗？
Are you pulling my leg? Are you pulling my leg? Are you pulling my leg?
保持警惕。
Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled.
你在白费口舌。
You're wasting your breath. You're wasting your breath. You're wasting your breath.
你惹毛我了。
You're getting on my nerves. You're getting on my nerves. You're getting on my nerves.
你到底想说什么？
What are you getting at? What are you getting at? What are you getting at?
你承受太多的压力了。
You're going through a lot. You're going through a lot. You're going through a lot.
不要想太多了。
Don't read too much into it. Don't read too much into it. Don't read too much into it.
刚吃的东西让我很不舒服。
That food didn't agree with me. That food didn't agree with me. That food didn't agree with me.
休想。
Over my dead body. Over my dead body. Over my dead body.
等一下，我会想起来的。
Hold on, it'll come to me. Hold on, it'll come to me. Hold on, it'll come to me.
我想不通为什么。
I can't imagine why. I can't imagine why. I can't imagine why.
我会好好补偿你的。
I'll make it up to you. I'll make it up to you. I'll make it up to you.
久仰大名。
I've heard so much about you. I've heard so much about you. I've heard so much about you.
那件事情早已经过去了，无关紧要了。
That's water under the bridge. That's water under the bridge. That's water under the bridge.
你一定要想办法。
You've got to do something. You've got to do something. You've got to do something.
你太过分了。
You're going too far. You're going too far. You're going too far.
我不太想。
I don't feel up to it. I don't feel up to it. I don't feel up to it.
谁说漏了嘴？
Who spilled the beans? Who spilled the beans? Who spilled the beans?
没为你添麻烦吧？
I hope I'm not in the way. I hope I'm not in the way. I hope I'm not in the way.
无论如何，我都会到那里。
I'll be there, rain or shine. I'll be there, rain or shine. I'll be there, rain or shine.
这谁想要就是谁的。
This is up for grabs. This is up for grabs. This is up for grabs.
让我看看。
I'll take a look. I'll take a look. I'll take a look.
这完全出乎意料。
This came out of left field. This came out of left field. This came out of left field.
下不为例。
It won't happen again. It won't happen again. It won't happen again.
他鸿运当头，好运连连。
He's on a roll. He's on a roll. He's on a roll.
让我们开始吧。
Let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the ball rolling.
我早该预见到这一点。
I should have seen that one coming. I should have seen that one coming. I should have seen that one coming.
那不太可能吧？
That's a long shot. That's a long shot. That's a long shot.
试着读懂言外之意。
Try to read between the lines. Try to read between the lines. Try to read between the lines.
这手机是崭新的。
This phone is brand spanking new. This phone is brand spanking new. This phone is brand spanking new.
不是你说了算。
You don't make the call. You don't make the call. You don't make the call.
别钻牛角尖了。
Don't dwell on it. Don't dwell on it. Don't dwell on it.
这没关系。
It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't make any difference.
别自欺欺人了。
Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not kid ourselves.
别提了。
Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there.
这就对了。
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
别有太大的期望。
Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath.
别烦我。
Stop bugging me. Stop bugging me. Stop bugging me.
还是保险一点比较好。
Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry.
不要得寸进尺。
Don't push your luck. Don't push your luck. Don't push your luck.
他只是在试探而已。
He's just testing the waters. He's just testing the waters. He's just testing the waters.
别这么谦虚。
Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell yourself short.
你会从中得到乐趣。
You'll get a kick out of it. You'll get a kick out of it. You'll get a kick out of it.
这事处理得很好。
That's very well put. That's very well put. That's very well put.
该怎么说呢？
How should I put it? How should I put it? How should I put it?
这么说好了。
Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way.
别让我当众难堪。
Don't put me on the spot. Don't put me on the spot. Don't put me on the spot.
他被吐槽了。
She got roasted. She got roasted. She got roasted.
不好说。
Yes and no. Yes and no. Yes and no.
该起床了。
Time to get up. Time to get up. Time to get up.
你说服我了。
You've sold me. You've sold me. You've sold me.
你出卖了我。
You sold me out. You sold me out. You sold me out.
他把事办得很好。
He's crushing it. He's crushing it. He's crushing it.
尝试以新的眼光看问题。
Try to think outside the box. Try to think outside the box. Try to think outside the box.
没必要无谓的重复。
Let's not reinvent the wheel. Let's not reinvent the wheel. Let's not reinvent the wheel.
这是经验法则。
As a rule of thumb. As a rule of thumb. As a rule of thumb.
你会慢慢喜欢的。
It's gonna grow on you. It's gonna grow on you. It's gonna grow on you.
他惹上麻烦了。
He's in hot water. He's in hot water. He's in hot water.
一个巴掌拍不响。
It takes two to tango. It takes two to tango. It takes two to tango.
这正合口味。
That hit the spot. That hit the spot. That hit the spot.
我们该出发了。
We need to hit the road. We need to hit the road. We need to hit the road.
他下班后就上床睡了。
He hit the sack after work. He hit the sack after work. He hit the sack after work.
我这有客人。
I have company. I have company. I have company.
他是个不容易对付的人。
She's a hard nut to crack. She's a hard nut to crack. She's a hard nut to crack.
振作起来。
Pull yourself together. Pull yourself together. Pull yourself together.
活到老学到老。
Live and learn. Live and learn. Live and learn.
我明白你的意思。
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
我就暂且相信你。
I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it.
这事你得相信我。
Trust me on this one. Trust me on this one. Trust me on this one.
我跟你有同感。
That makes the two of us. That makes the two of us. That makes the two of us.
看你的了。
The ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. The ball is in your court.
你错失了良机。
You missed the boat. You missed the boat. You missed the boat.
你过关了吗？
Did you make the cut? Did you make the cut? Did you make the cut?
公说公有理，婆说婆有理。
It's my word against his. It's my word against his. It's my word against his.
振作一点。
Keep your chin up. Keep your chin up. Keep your chin up.
有其父必有其子。
Like father, like son. Like father, like son. Like father, like son.
你是我的救命恩人。
You're a lifesaver. You're a lifesaver. You're a lifesaver.
他想家了。
He is homesick. He is homesick. He is homesick.
他是我的伙伴。
She is my sidekick. She is my sidekick. She is my sidekick.
我的腿麻了。
My leg fell asleep. My leg fell asleep. My leg fell asleep.
话就说到此为止吧。
Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that. Let's leave it at that.
这我承认。
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
我现在手头有点紧。
I'm a little strapped right now. I'm a little strapped right now. I'm a little strapped right now.
我的前男友突然不理我了。
My ex ghosted me. My ex ghosted me. My ex ghosted me.
他是我必找的人。
He's my go-to guy. He's my go-to guy. He's my go-to guy.
收工。
Let's call it a day. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a day.
我对这件事还没做出决定。
I'm on the fence about it. I'm on the fence about it. I'm on the fence about it.
眼不见心不烦。
Out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind. Out of sight, out of mind.
遇事不要急躁。
Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue.
耐心点，不要急。
Hold your horses. Hold your horses. Hold your horses.
你在想什么？
What's on your mind? What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
这还算好的。
It could be worse. It could be worse. It could be worse.
要饭的哪能挑肥拣瘦？
Beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers.
我包你会喜欢。
You are in for a treat. You are in for a treat. You are in for a treat.
你想吃点零食吗？
Do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? Do you want a treat?
我累得要睡着了。
I'm ready to crash. I'm ready to crash. I'm ready to crash.
我们需要找个地方落脚。
We need a place to crash. We need a place to crash. We need a place to crash.
他乐不可支。
She was on cloud nine. She was on cloud nine. She was on cloud nine.
我们进展很顺利。
We're making good time. We're making good time. We're making good time.
太妙了。
How about that? How about that? How about that?
真是祸不单行。
When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours.
他泰然自若。
She's cool as a cucumber. She's cool as a cucumber. She's cool as a cucumber.
我不想麻烦你。
I don't want it to impose. I don't wanna to impose. I don't want it to impose.
他很爱讲脏话。
He has a potty mouth. He has a potty mouth. He has a potty mouth.
我马上就好。
I'll be ready in a jiffy. I'll be ready in a jiffy. I'll be ready in a jiffy.
这根本说不通啊。
That makes zero sense. That makes zero sense. That makes zero sense.
外面倾盆大雨。
It's pouring outside. It's pouring outside. It's pouring outside.
我们按计划行事吧。
Let's stick to the plan. Let's stick to the plan. Let's stick to the plan.
别在我开车时指手画脚。
Don't be a backseat driver. Don't be a backseat driver. Don't be a backseat driver.
我爱吃甜食。
I have a sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth.
他很讨厌我。
She hates my guts. She hates my guts. She hates my guts.
有什么大不了的？
What's the big deal? What's the big deal? What's the big deal?
这是小菜一碟。
That's a piece of cake. That's a piece of cake. That's a piece of cake.
这里气氛很好。
This place has good vibes. This place has good vibes. This place has good vibes.
你可以大概估计一下吗？
Can you give me a number? Can you give me a number? Can you give me a number?
我们回头见。
I'll see you around. I'll see you around. I'll see you around.
我就是觉得他很讨厌。
She rubs me the wrong way. She rubs me the wrong way. She rubs me the wrong way.
我有时也这样。
I have my moments. I have my moments. I have my moments.
不会吧？
I'll be damned. I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
这事会后患无穷。
That's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for disaster. That's a recipe for disaster.
这很适合你。
It suits you well. It suits you well. It suits you well.
他是一个难能可贵的人。
He's a real gem. He's a real gem. He's a real gem.
祝你一天顺利。
Have a good one. Have a good one. Have a good one.
你要以大局为重。
You need to look at the big picture. You need to look at the big picture. You need to look at the big picture.
我都起鸡皮疙瘩了。
I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps.
我满脸都是痘痘。
My face is breaking out. My face is breaking out. My face is breaking out.
他人缘很好。
She's a people person. She's a people person. She's a people person.
交通非常堵塞。
The traffic is bumper to bumper. The traffic is bumper to bumper. The traffic is bumper to bumper.
振作起来。
Snap out of it. Snap out of it. Snap out of it.
天知道。
You never know. You never know. You never know.
我自作自受。
I brought all this on myself. I brought all this on myself. I brought all this on myself.
都归你了。
It's all yours. It's all yours. It's all yours.
不要惊慌失措。
Don't freak out. Don't freak out. Don't freak out.
他这人怪怪的。
He's a freak. He's a freak. He's a freak.
我只是在自言自语。
I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just thinking out loud.
我昨晚睡得很不好。
I had a rough night. I had a rough night. I had a rough night.
别太高估我们的实力。
Let's not overplay our hand. Let's not overplay our hand. Let's not overplay our hand.
他和他的同事有矛盾。
He has beef with his coworkers. He has beef with his coworkers. He has beef with his coworkers.
这是一个新奇的观点。
That's a really novel idea. That's a really novel idea. That's a really novel idea.
不要那么挑食。
Don't be so picky about food. Don't be so picky about food. Don't be so picky about food.
记得来，别扫兴。
Be there or be square. Be there or be square. Be there or be square.
你别抱太大的期望。
Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up.
你上班路上要花多少时间？
How long is your commute? How long is your commute? How long is your commute?
因果报应。
What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around.
这没有附加条件。
There's no strings attached. There's no strings attached. There's no strings attached.
种瓜得瓜，种豆得豆。
You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow.
别随便敷衍我。
Don't give me the runaround. Don't give me the runaround. Don't give me the runaround.
他做了错事也不会挨训。
He can get away with murder. He can get away with murder. He can get away with murder.
你敢不敢接受挑战？
Are you up for the challenge? Are you up for the challenge? Are you up for the challenge?
你干嘛拿我出气？
Why are you taking it out on me? Why are you taking it out on me? Why are you taking it out on me?
他一下子就睡着了。
She was out like a light. She was out like a light. She was out like a light.
我非常高兴。
I'm happy as a clam. I'm happy as a clam. I'm happy as a clam.
他是个大人物。
He's a bigwig. He's a bigwig. He's a bigwig.
我知道你在耍什么把戏。
I'm on to you. I'm on to you. I'm on to you.
你这次的表现比之前出色。
You have really outdone yourself. You have really outdone yourself. You have really outdone yourself.
豁出去了，不然就回家。
Go big or go home. Go big or go home. Go big or go home.
我们不要再提这件事了。
Let's put this behind us. Let's put this behind us. Let's put this behind us.
你脸皮真厚。
You have a lot of nerve. You have a lot of nerve. You have a lot of nerve.
这事值得庆祝一下。
This calls for a celebration. This calls for a celebration. This calls for a celebration.
谢谢你的提醒。
Thanks for the heads up. Thanks for the heads up. Thanks for the heads up.
这就是要点。
That's the gist of it. That's the gist of it. That's the gist of it.
我们都意见一致吗？
Are we on the same page? Are we on the same page? Are we on the same page?
这是我们的机会。
This is our chance. This is our chance. This is our chance.
你真肉麻。
You're so cheesy. You're so cheesy. You're so cheesy.
不用管我。
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
你有零钱吗？
Do you have any change? Do you have any change? Do you have any change?
那是真的。
That's so true. That's so true. That's so true.
不要放弃。
Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up.
我就知道。
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
别挂我电话。
Don't hang up on me. Don't hang up on me. Don't hang up on me.
你可以发个短信给我吗？
Can you shoot me a message? Can you shoot me a message? Can you shoot me a message?
这项目正在如火如荼地进行。
The project is in full swing. The project is in full swing. The project is in full swing.
我再重新考虑。
I'm having second thoughts. I'm having second thoughts. I'm having second thoughts.
这事尚无定论。
The jury is still out. The jury is still out. The jury is still out.
我全神贯注地听着呢。
Now you have my undivided attention. Now you have my undivided attention. Now you have my undivided attention.
你看上去真棒。
You're looking sharp. You're looking sharp. You're looking sharp.
不劳你费神了。
Thanks for nothing. Thanks for nothing. Thanks for nothing.
这是敲竹杠。
That's a rip-off. That's a rip-off. That's a rip-off.
别闲着无聊。
Stop twiddling your thumbs. Stop twiddling your thumbs. Stop twiddling your thumbs.
你这话是什么意思？
What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean? What's that supposed to mean?
别偷懒。
Don't slack off. Don't slack off. Don't slack off.
好戏上场了。
It's showtime. It's showtime. It's showtime.
绝对不要质疑自己。
Never second guess yourself. Never second guess yourself. Never second guess yourself.
有哪些利弊呢？
What are the pros and cons? What are the pros and cons? What are the pros and cons?
我对这事有点保留。
I have some reservations about this. I have some reservations about this. I have some reservations about this.
这地方真破。
This place is a dump. This place is a dump. This place is a dump.
这真是物美价廉。
That's a steal. That's a steal. That's a steal.
让我先把它记下来。
Let me pencil that in. Let me pencil that in. Let me pencil that in.
这是一个无心之过。
It's an honest mistake. It's an honest mistake. It's an honest mistake.
我们有很大的进展。
We've come a long way. We've come a long way. We've come a long way.
我很兴奋。
I'm all fired up. I'm all fired up. I'm all fired up.
我没想到会这样。
I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see this coming.
他没有把握好时机。
His timing is off. His timing is off. His timing is off.
随遇而安，顺其自然。
Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow.
我欠你个大人情。
I owe you big time. I owe you big time. I owe you big time.
我们走吧。
Let's bounce. Let's bounce. Let's bounce.
随时欢迎。
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
你如何兼顾一切？
How do you juggle everything? How do you juggle everything? How do you juggle everything?
他在大发横财。
She's making a killing. She's making a killing. She's making a killing.
你会记得的。
It'll come back to you. It'll come back to you. It'll come back to you.
谢谢你的鼓励。
Thanks for the pep talk. Thanks for the pep talk. Thanks for the pep talk.
我需要一杯提神饮料。
I need a pick-me-up. I need a pick-me-up. I need a pick-me-up.
你在胡说八道。
You're so full of it. You're so full of it. You're so full of it.
我的钱没白花。
I got my money's worth. I got my money's worth. I got my money's worth.
我们去简单吃点。
Let's go grab a bite. Let's go grab a bite. Let's go grab a bite.
别闹了。
Knock it off. Knock it off. Knock it off.
没消息就是好消息。
No news is good news. No news is good news. No news is good news.
他惹上麻烦了。
He's in the doghouse. He's in the doghouse. He's in the doghouse.
我们有更重要的事要处理。
We have bigger fish to fry. We have bigger fish to fry. We have bigger fish to fry.
这很流行。
This is a thing. This is a thing. This is a thing.
这也太夸张了。
That's over the top. That's over the top. That's over the top.
这不是什么难的事。
It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science.
实话实说。
To tell you the truth. To tell you the truth. To tell you the truth.
别误会我的意思。
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
我们尽快再联系。
Let's touch base soon. Let's touch base soon. Let's touch base soon.
我想跟进一下。
I want to follow up. I want to follow up. I want to follow up.
这是免费的。
It's on the house. It's on the house. It's on the house.
不是我的菜。
Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea.
意见一致。
On the same page. On the same page. On the same page.
你能稍等一下吗？
Can you wait for a minute? Can you wait for a minute? Can you wait for a minute?
她开不起玩笑。
She can't take a joke. She can't take a joke. She can't take a joke.
让我考虑一下。
Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Let me think about it.
我们回头再讨论这个问题。
Let me get back to you on that. Let me get back to you on that. Let me get back to you on that.
你有什么新进展吗？
What's new with you? What's new with you? What's new with you?
我非做不可吗？
Do I have to? Do I have to? Do I have to?
有什么能为你效劳的？
What can I do for you? What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
这是我一贯的作风。
That's just how I roll. That's just how I roll. That's just how I roll.
这看起来轻而易举。
This seems like a no-brainer. This seems like a no-brainer. This seems like a no-brainer.
我可是个老手。
This isn't my first rodeo. This isn't my first rodeo. This isn't my first rodeo.
我无法接受这个。
That didn't sit well with me. That didn't sit well with me. That didn't sit well with me.
你真是白费口舌。
You're preaching to the choir. You're preaching to the choir. You're preaching to the choir.
我说不清楚哪里不对劲。
I can't quite put my finger on it. I can't quite put my finger on it. I can't quite put my finger on it.
你还好吗？
How are you holding up? How are you holding up? How are you holding up?
事情可能会变得有点棘手。
Things can get a little dicey. Things can get a little dicey. Things can get a little dicey.
先把这事搞清楚。
Let's straighten it all out. Let's straighten it all out. Let's straighten it all out.
我们得把这事处理好。
We really need to get this squared away. We really need to get this squared away. We really need to get this squared away.
这很枯燥无聊。
It's like watching paint dry. It's like watching paint dry. It's like watching paint dry.
你大可安枕无忧。
Don't lose sleep over it. Don't lose sleep over it. Don't lose sleep over it.
我们该终止这种现象。
We should put an end to it. We should put an end to it. We should put an end to it.
很遗憾，我无能为力。
Unfortunately, my hands are tied. Unfortunately, my hands are tied. Unfortunately, my hands are tied.
我现在进退两难。
I'm in a real pickle right now. I'm in a real pickle right now. I'm in a real pickle right now.
我跟你实话实说。
I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna level with you. I'm gonna level with you.
这是毫无意义的争论。
That's a moot point. That's a moot point. That's a moot point.
那不是重点。
That's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point.
这才是关键。
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
你说的完全正确。
You're right on the money. You're right on the money. You're right on the money.
我会留意的。
I'll see to it. I'll see to it. I'll see to it.
哪一天都行。
Any day will do. Any day will do. Any day will do.
我不由自主。
I can't help it. I can't help it. I can't help it.
我会帮你打点的。
I'll fix you up. I'll fix you up. I'll fix you up.
他把车修好了。
He fixed up the car. He fixed up the car. He fixed up the car.
我全力支持你。
I'm on your side. I'm on your side. I'm on your side.
我挺你。
I got your back. I got your back. I got your back.
一分耕耘一分收获。
No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain.
我们全都同意。
We're all for it. We're all for it. We're all for it.
你自讨苦吃。
You asked for it. You asked for it. You asked for it.
包在我身上。
You can count on me. You can count on me. You can count on me.
别指望了。
Don't count on it. Don't count on it. Don't count on it.
你最好别让我失望。
You'd better not disappoint me. You'd better not disappoint me. You'd better not disappoint me.
来得容易，去得快。
Easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go. Easy come, easy go.
我去查查看。
I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out. I'll have to check it out.
就等着瞧吧。
Just wait and see. Just wait and see. Just wait and see.
做个决定吧。
Make up your mind. Make up your mind. Make up your mind.
你从一开始就不喜欢他。
You didn't like her from the get-go. You didn't like her from the get-go. You didn't like her from the get-go.
都行。
Either one works for me. Either one works for me. Either one works for me.
我有种不祥的预感。
I have a bad feeling about this. I have a bad feeling about this. I have a bad feeling about this.
你知道该怎么办。
You know the drill. You know the drill. You know the drill.
现在是最后关头了。
It's down to the wire. It's down to the wire. It's down to the wire.
我对这没什么印象。
It doesn't ring a bell. It doesn't ring a bell. It doesn't ring a bell.
他首先需要尝试一下。
She needs to get her feet wet first. She needs to get her feet wet first. She needs to get her feet wet first.
我很难理解这事。
I can't wrap my head around it. I can't wrap my head around it. I can't wrap my head around it.
他对此一直很坦白。
He's been upfront about it. He's been upfront about it. He's been upfront about it.
这是尚未确定。
It's up in the air right now. It's up in the air right now. It's up in the air right now.
对此我不太确定。
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that.
他太难缠了。
He is a piece of work. He is a piece of work. He is a piece of work.
就睁一眼闭一眼吧。
Just let it slide. Just let it slide. Just let it slide.
我一直在想这一点。
I've been wondering that too. I've been wondering that too. I've been wondering that too.
这还有待确定。
That is yet to be determined. That is yet to be determined. That is yet to be determined.
你要面对现实。
You need to face the truth. You need to face the truth. You need to face the truth.
你需要接受现实。
You need to accept the reality. You need to accept the reality. You need to accept the reality.
他对此非常起劲。
He is really gung-ho about it. He is really gung-ho about it. He is really gung-ho about it.
他花光了所有的钱。
He blew all of his money. He blew all of his money. He blew all of his money.
我本可以早点告诉你。
I could have told you that. I could have told you that. I could have told you that.
这可不是儿戏。
This is not child's play. This is not child's play. This is not child's play.
这太离谱了。
This is going too far. This is going too far. This is going too far.
他几乎说不出话来。
He can hardly speak. He can hardly speak. He can hardly speak.
我不太喜欢。
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan.
我马上就到。
I'll be right there. I'll be right there. I'll be right there.
能说详细点吗？
Do you care to elaborate? Do you care to elaborate? Do you care to elaborate?
我保证。
You have my word. You have my word. You have my word.
别上当。
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
没时间了。
Time is running out. Time is running out. Time is running out.
不要惊慌失措。
Don't lose your cool. Don't lose your cool. Don't lose your cool.
你怎么了？
What happened to you? What happened to you? What happened to you?
你来的正是时候。
You're just in time. You're just in time. You're just in time.
事情进展得怎样？
How are things going? How are things going? How are things going?
最近怎么样？
How have you been recently? How have you been recently? How have you been recently?
我在准备。
I am getting ready. I am getting ready. I am getting ready.
这太让我震惊了。
It blows my mind. It blows my mind. It blows my mind.
我们可能有点误会。
We got off on the wrong foot. We got off on the wrong foot. We got off on the wrong foot.
放他一马吧。
Cut him some slack, please. Cut him some slack, please. Cut him some slack, please.
你没抓到重点。
You're missing the point. You're missing the point. You're missing the point.
我非常失望。
I'm completely bummed out. I'm completely bummed out. I'm completely bummed out.
他刚结婚。
She just got hitched. She just got hitched. She just got hitched.
我就是这个命。
That's the story of my life. That's the story of my life. That's the story of my life.
需要什么尽管跟我说。
Give me a holler if you need anything. Give me a holler if you need anything. Give me a holler if you need anything.
你得有点耐心。
You gotta give it a minute. You gotta give it a minute. You gotta give it a minute.
我们准备好了。
We are good to go. We are good to go. We are good to go.
我真不想去上班。
I'm dreading to go to work. I'm dreading to go to work. I'm dreading to go to work.
他到最后精疲力尽了。
He petered out at the end. He petered out at the end. He petered out at the end.
谢谢您的观看，喜欢这个视频就请点赞、关注加评论吧。下一期我们还会为大家带来更多精彩内容，拜拜。